Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Science Online. My name is Chris, and we're doing a winter wonderland because it's January. However, I know since I live in New England, it is a very weird winter wonderland because right now I have greenish brownish grass and one teeny tiny snowbank that's holding strong, but that's about it. So I'm going to think and hope for a little bit of snow so that it'll feel more like winter instead of just really cold fall. So I thought if I'm thinking about snow and I want snow, let's talk about the science of snowflakes. Now, everyone says that snowflakes are individual, and they have to be. And the reason they're individual is because they're made of a tiny dust particle or pollen particle or something in the upper atmosphere that just happens to be floating around, and then water vapor kind of attaches itself. And that water vapor, because it's so high up in the atmosphere, starts to freeze, and it freezes molecularly different than every other snowflake. And it's not just how it freezes, as it comes through the atmosphere, the wind blows it. Um, an airplane or a bird might touch it, and it continues to change all the way down until it lands on whatever it lands on here on the surface. So, yeah, like every snowflake is unique, which is really, really cool. So, the science of snowflakes, snowflakes aren't actually flakes until they get down to where we can see them. They're actually considered snow crystals by most scientists. So, all right, let's talk about it. So, you have water, right? And water, hope you guys can see, water is molecularly, good lord, I think I need less coffee or more coffee, made up of one oxygen atom and, oops, should have pulled off these caps beforehand, two hydrogen atoms. And they kind of make a V, right? They got these little legs. And they attach to each other. And they naturally form. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's right. They form a hexagon, right? Remember, red is oxygen, blue is hydrogen. Okay, so this is probably. And as it's coming down, these water molecules are attaching. And then as it comes down a little more, creates these arms. Are you guys getting where I'm going with this? Do you see how they're all different and how they create snowflakes? Well, that's just the start. It also depends on the temperature. If you have a wetter snow, so more water vapor, but at a lower temperature, then you kind of get little disc snowflakes. So they kind of look like this, right? Obviously, you wouldn't see the oxygen and the the hydrogen, but it would just kind of look like a little dinner plate. You'd also get something called needles, which are literally just little spiky pieces of snow. If you've ever held up your glove and looked outside, you see little spiky pieces of snow. Those are called needles. When you get really cold temps with lower moisture, then you get these snowflakes. The ones that have all the pretty arms. These are really bad snowflakes, but they're my snowflakes, so I love them, right? And these little arms are called dendrites. And those are usually when people think of snowflakes, this is what they think of. They're the ones that are created by low moisture but very cold temps. So the colder it is, the more likely you're going to see one of those pretty dendrite snowflakes. Now, all flakes are beautiful, don't get me wrong. But so you get plates, you can get needles, you can get columns, and you can get dendrites, which are the ones that have little arms. Now, the reason I didn't give a materials needed is because this is one of those things where you can make a snowflake out of anything you want. I had I had a lovely snowflake that had like three branches, which are these things. Branches are arms, and it had two different colors. It had a star in the middle. We have a new kitten. My kitten ate my snowflake. I don't know if I can use that in class tomorrow. I'm sorry, Professor. My kid ate my snowflake. Well, my cat ate my snowflake. So this is all that's left. So you can make snowflakes out of these. You can make snowflakes out of popsicle sticks. You can make snowflakes out of paper. Just make sure when you do it, you are both careful because scissors will be involved. And two, I don't want any adults to come after me. So you clean up all those every little tiny little piece of paper that you cut out. You make sure that gets in the waste bin or the recycling. I don't want any of your adults to come after me, all right? And the other thing you can do is you can just take a spare piece of cardboard, some paint, and again, this is just this is Nicole's craft studio. I think I got it at Walmart. Get a little paper, and because snowflakes are symmetrical, it's a paper towel tube. I'm just gonna make my own snowflake just with stamps. Check it out. Ooh, well, I got one over there too. Now, remember, snowflakes are both individual and symmetrical, and symmetrical just means that they're kind of the same on all sides. They're supposed to be, at least design-wise. So if I put one out here, I'd also want to put one here and here maybe, and here and here. I need more paint, squishing more paint in. So I got one here, so I need one here. I need one, oops, I'm going the wrong way. Oh no, we've gone out of control. Snowflakes out of control. But snowflakes are just using your imagination, but making sure that they're symmetrical because that's how it works. And just keep adding more arms until you decide, you know what? My hydrogen and oxygen molecules, they've fit together really well. I like them. This is my own unique snowflake. And have fun, clean up, color if you want, and talk about the kind of life that your snowflake lived. Did it form from a piece of soot in the atmosphere or a piece of pollen? Did it travel all the way from the other side of the country in order to be like, hey, today I will drop and become from a snow crystal to a snowflake? By the way, snow crystals all the way in the atmosphere until they hit and become snowflakes. So if you're lucky enough, and I know in New England, I think we're supposed to get some showers coming up, take out a black piece of paper or a black glove or black scarf and like go out and just let them fall and look at all the beautiful patterns and see if you can figure out what are plates, what are cones, what are columns, maybe even some dendrites or some needles, and talk about snowflakes. And then find some random things in your house, clean up after yourself, don't make a mess for your adults, and make your own snowflakes because every snowflake is individual, but they're also symmetrical. So make sure that if you put one on one side, it's got to go on the other. That's the rule of snowflakes. I think that's all I had because I went down a rabbit hole and now my basement is covered in little pieces of paper that I have to clean up. Ugh. But I'm going to because I'm sometimes an adult. So think about what kind of snowflake you want. Think about all of the different ways a snowflake can be affected. Maybe try and put that in with a snowflake that you're going to design and then show them off in the comments so that I could be like, these are some amazing and gorgeous snowflakes. So snowflake science, use the stuff that you have lying around your house. Pipe cleaners did work really good, but don't let your kitten add them because apparently it's a toy. And just have fun. Think critically, do science, and go make some snowflakes. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Bye bye.